where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's to the 15, and he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. Oh, man, wide open is McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Williams in motion. Now Herbert again. Open man, right side. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Herbert. A pass taken in by Harris. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Third and goal. Now Herbert. That is caught by the tight end, Will Dissly. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Chargers cut the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Austin now to return this. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there, but just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Rodgers on first down. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A carry here for Warren. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Warren. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 41 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action. Now Herbert. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
Second down, Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
This one grabbed by Austin.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Warren. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep is Darius Davis. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. tight end going in motion here. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run. Here's Harris. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. Now it's Herbert. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Trying left side, here's Harris. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To throw is Herbert. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Washington. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to keep it himself.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Austin brought in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And just a short pickup there to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Quick throw on target to Pickens. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Rodgers to throw. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On first down, Herbert. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive, continue to cut into that deficit.
And he will score! Game on! Ladd McConkey! Touchdown, L.A. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers back within 7. It's 35-28. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A run up the middle with Warren. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. On second down, Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. On the ground, this is Warren. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Warren. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.